Hello friends, this is ABHAY Pande. I'm your reasoning guru, and today I'm going to teach you a very important topic in reasoning that most of the people consider to be very tough, and that is the syllogisms or the syllogs, as you may put it. Friends, syllogs find places in many of the examinations. That is basically the PO, the clerical examinations, the railway examinations, the CSATs, even in the NTSE examination conducted by the NTSE board. So it doesn't have a foundation that it is limited to a certain examination or limited to a certain age level. The NTSE is basically organized on the high school level, and it features in the NTSE examinations as well. So friends, it makes one of the most very important part of the reasoning. So let's check out syllogs today, and let's see if they are difficult or not. Basically, the way I'm gonna teach you this sylog would be the Venn diagram way. Let's see what is the Venn diagram way. First of all, let's try to understand what is sylog. In sylog, you will be given a set of statements, and then two conclusions or three conclusions would follow, and then there would be a set of directions given to you, and the directions would say only one is correct or only two is correct. That is in terms of the conclusions. Only conclusion number one is correct, or only conclusion number two is correct, or only conclusion number three is correct, or one or two are correct, or either one or two are correct, or something like that. So let's go on to see what is sylog. But first, I would like to tell you something about syllogs, that the statements in the sylog need not be true to reality. What I mean by this is basically you will get statements that are far from reality. That is, the statements would be something like all cardboards are wires, all wires are tube lights. So here, if you apply your brain, if you apply your logic in reality, no cardboard can be a wire, and no wire can be a tube light. But still, we should consider the statement to be true in all respects, and we should apply the logic, we should deduct the logic and apply the logic to the conclusions as per the statements. We should not apply the general intelligence in the syllogs. Let's see what is a sylog. Let's first know how to solve a sylog. First of all, over here we can see I've made a diagram, that is India, Lucknow, UP and all. First of all, let's see what does this diagram show, how we can learn from this diagram. First of all, I've made a circle, I've made a Venn diagram and labeled it as India. This big diagram is India. Now, if I say UP, that is Uttar Pradesh, would be somewhere, it's a state of India, it's in India, so it will find a place in India, inside this circle. So here is UP. The second bigger circle is UP. Now if I say Lucknow, as you can see, Lucknow would find a place in India in UP. So it would be in India and it would be in UP. So this is the Lucknow. The third circle, the smallest circle rather, would depict Lucknow. Now if I say for sake that some part of India is Lucknow. Folks, is it true or not? Some part of India, this part of India that is in UP is Lucknow, and some part of India is Lucknow. So this is correct. Now if I say all parts of Lucknow, all parts of Lucknow is India. Is it correct or not? Look at this. Lucknow falls inside UP. All parts of Lucknow, that is total Lucknow, falls inside UP, and UP is totally inside India. So that means Lucknow is totally inside this big circle, That means that all parts of Lucknow, total Lucknow is in India. So even this is correct. Why? Because Lucknow is contained in India. That is why all parts of Lucknow will be India. Let's see. If I say all parts of India is Lucknow. Is it correct or not, folks? Let us see if it's correct. This one says that all the parts, matlab this total part India is Lucknow. Friends, as we can see, there are many other parts that are not included in Lucknow. So all the big circle, all of this big circle is not this small circle. That means all the India is not Lucknow. What I mean is India is contained of many other states, many other cities. So Lucknow is just a part of it. Lucknow is India, but all of India is not Lucknow, because Lucknow is a smaller entity and India is a bigger entity. So this is incorrect. If I say some part of LKO is India, is it correct or not? Yes, it's correct. Why? Because total Lucknow comes in India. So some part of Lucknow also comes in India. If you are talking about Lucknow, Aliganj also comes in India. So it's a part of Lucknow and it comes in India. So some part of Lucknow is India. So folks, what we learn over here is that if something is contained in a bigger circle, all parts of it and some part of it is always the bigger part. Let's see, let's check out, let's not make it complicated, let's check out in a question. Let's check it out. Let's see how to make a Venn diagram for a syllog. Let's see. Over here there are a few questions. The first question says, some doors are windows. First statement says some doors are windows. Second statement says all windows are floors. And third says all floors are ceilings. First of all, if this type of question comes where some two quantities are related to each other in some way, let's see, first of all find out. We'll make this as doors and write D over here. And it is said that some doors are windows. As you may know, in Venn diagram, when we have to depict a part as some, we do this. That is this part. This part is the sum part. Some doors are windows. That is, this part is overlapping with each other. That means this part is windows as well as doors. Some doors are windows. Now it is said that all windows are floors. That means windows are contained in floors. Like all parts of Lucknow is India. So Lucknow is in India. Same way, all parts of windows is in floor. So windows is contained in a bigger circle that would be known as floor. Now it is said that all floors are ceilings. Okay, all floors are ceilings means this can be done like this. That means all parts of floors are in a bigger circle, that is ceiling. Like all parts of UP are in a bigger circle, that is India. So here we can see that now even floor has some things common with the door and ceiling has some things common with the door too. Getting it? So conclusion first says some doors are floors. Definitely some doors are floors because all the parts of windows are in floors. So doors has some things common in windows. So those common things would be in the floors as well because windows are contained in the floor diagram. Over here we can see some parts of the doors are floors as well. This is the circle of the floor and this is the total overlapping. So the first one is correct. Let's check out the second one. All windows are ceilings. all windows are ceilings. Yes, all windows are ceilings. Why? Because all the windows, much like this, all the Lucknow is UP and all the UP is India. So all the windows are floors and all the floors are ceilings. So all the windows are ceilings. As simple as that. So both the statements over here are correct. Let's check out the second question. Over here, the second question says, some computers are books. First of all, some computers, for some computers, what did I say? When two quantities are there, we have to make two circles that have some, that is this region, in common. So, some computers, let's mark this as C, that is for the computers, and let's mark this as B, that is for the books. Here it is said, some computers are books. Over here, it is seen that some computers are books. Now it is said, some books are pens. Friends, now the trick comes in. Some books are pens. The pen thing could be over here, or it could be even over here. So pen dash. This P dash shows the position of the pen. Now so friends, and third statement says all pens are notebooks. That is, the pens would be contained in the notebooks. Just like they say, all UP is India, so UP is contained in India. So all pens are notebooks. That means pens are contained in the notebooks. So notebooks would be a bigger circle that can be drawn like this, notebook, or it can be another bigger circle that can be drawn like this over here. So as we see that now there are two possibilities, that pen and notebook, the pen and notebook might coincide with C or may not coincide with C. If this is the diagram, if we hide this diagram, only this is the diagram, then they coincide with C. And if we hide this diagram, they don't coincide with C. So here a situation of either or arises. Let's see what the conclusion says. The conclusion says some books are notebooks. Okay, some books are notebooks would be definitely true because some books are pens and the pens are contained in the notebooks. So be it this diagram or be it this diagram, we see that this notebook circle is always intersecting the books. So first one is true. Some books are notebooks. Now some notebooks are computers. Some notebooks are computers is not a very strong statement over here. It's not a very strong statement over here because even this is possible and this is possible. So it arises a doubt of either or. So in the options, if either or is given, then we can always go for it. But then here we have an authentic statement and this is a conditional statement. So if you have an authentic statement, we always go for that statement. That is the authentic statement. If in the directions it's not like something like one is true and there could be something among either 1, 2 or 3. So the meaning of this is that we have to take the authentic one, not the conditional one. So only one is correct. Now let's come to the next question. The next question says all fruits are flowers. Let this be fruit. All fruits are flowers. Let this be flower. FL stands for flower. Now it says no flower is sweet. So that we have to make a circle that is different from flower. Sweet is not in any way connected to the flower. And if it's not connected with flower, it's not connected with fruit as well. As if China is not connected with India, it's not connected with Lucknow as well. Now, the next thing, what I would say is no flower is sweet. Now, no flower is sweet. It is given. Some sweets are desserts. Now, some sweets are desserts. Now, it can be like this, or it can be like this as well. So, in this case, desserts are attached to flowers and fruits, and in this case, it's not attached to the flowers. Conclusion goes on. Some desserts are flowers. First of all, some desserts are flowers. Some desserts are flowers. Let's see if it connects well. Some desserts are flowers. If we take on this diagram, it is correct. No dessert is a flower. Okay, this is an either or statement. We can take over here either this, one or two, as we are not certain if D is over here or over here. So friends, this is it for this session. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.